Great. If you're on this call this evening, or if you're watching this recording, this evening is really about sharing with you about having more choices in your life. Many of us, I know for us included, we were taught the traditional way of work hard, play hard, but ultimately work hard to where you want to get to in life. And so we've become very good at trading time for money. And now in this amazing day and age that we live in, we have so many more resources available to us, like being at home and being able to do our business. And we've discovered that you don't have to work the traditional way anymore. And there's lots of ways for you to create an income, but for you to have the freedom so that you don't have to ask your boss for time off anymore, so that you can be at home or be wherever in the world you want to be in. And so this is what tonight's call about, is creating more freedom in your life. And so with that, I'm going to bring on the amazing Kathy, who's going to share really with you what this business is founded upon, which is our program. So bring it to Kathy.
Hey everyone, so nice to see you here tonight, and I hope you're all keeping well. I'm really excited because having found out about this program myself and my family a little over a year ago, which only just seemed like yesterday, has really made a difference in helping us to move forward in the area of our health and our life that we value so much. So tonight, I really just wanted to share with you quickly a little bit about our Juicy Body Transformation Program, and you can see this here. It's JBT for short, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown. I don't know what you know, but basically it's all hosted on Facebook. So inside that, we have about 22,000 people right now, Australia-wide, who are plugging into this program and really, have been following this for the last couple of years. It was actually created by Kira Westwick, which is a beautiful friend of ours in this community. And Kira and her board and her lovely partner, Adam, I was going to say gorgeous, and I think that they're both very gorgeous. These guys actually had 3 gyms in the Gold Coast for over 15 years, and they actually created this program for the clients in their gyms, and they were getting so much success that they decided to roll out this program national-wide, which is really exciting. So with regards to the actual program, what we have access to is lifetime access to a comprehensive educational program that helps us to move forward in our health. So what we find is that when we get healthy, everything starts to fall in place. And so there are great recipes that are part of our program as well. Kira was actually headhunted for the MasterChef show quite a few years ago now, and she was one of the finalists. So being such a creative, gorgeous woman herself, she's made all of these beautiful recipes, and I actually cooked one of them tonight, the Moroccan lamb, which was delicious. And it's really all about having no deprivation, because there's so much confusion around dieting and losing weight and calorie counting and all of that kind of stuff. So she made this program so people can move forward with that ease and that grace and that flow. Part of that program, you actually have access to an optional cleanse if you ever wanted to do a gentle detox. There are meal guides and meal plans that are really easy to follow. There's a shopping list and guide, entertainment recipes if you love to entertain, like Christmas and Easter, like I love to entertain my friends and family. They're always fun. There's a Thermomix conversion as well. There's an exercise plan that you can do in as little as 15 minutes a day. And we also have one of our other coaches who has created a Mindset for Motivation video series to help us with the psychology of moving forward in our health as well. So what we find is that we never have to diet again once we start the program, which is really cool. The nutrition support that Adam and Kira decided to utilize as part of this program is called Juice Plus. And they're literally fruits, vegetables, and a berry blend that gives a whole rainbow of foods effect. So they're amazing for the craveability of a healthier lifestyle. And it really just allows us to bridge the gap in the nutrition with the fruits and vegetables that we're getting in every single day and the ones that we're missing. I was actually one of those women who was part of the 94% of our population that was not getting our 5 to 7 serves of fruits and veggies every single day. So knowing that I could flood my body with almost 30 fruits and vegetables every day has just been a significant catalyst in my own body and my own family healing certain things that we could never overcome outside of using this program and the fruits and veggies. So that's been really great. Last September, this company also brought out the Omega blend. So the Omega is a vegan omega. We're actually skipping the fish. So the biggest problem, as I'm sure that you're all aware of, in our oceans right now is the mercury levels, which is really scary. And so by skipping the fish and going straight to the source, we're getting all the beautiful benefits for our brain health, our heart health, and so much more nutrition that we can get in as well. Now, for someone who's actually using the fruits and vegetables, the Healthy Starts for Families is a brilliant program that I learned about last year. And what that means is that for each adult that has their fruits and veggies in their world, they get to sponsor a child for free. Anywhere between the age of 4 and 18 years, they get their fruits and veggies for free because our community and this company has such a heart to inspire healthy living. And we're really wanting to educate families on the wisdom of coming right back to the whole foods in our lives. So we have our micronutrition, and also, just to wrap up, we have our macronutrients. So our macronutrients comes in the form of these beautiful vegan powders. I don't know about you, if you've been sometimes like me where you get to that afternoon, usually it's around 2 or 3 o'clock for me, and I just feel like a bit of a snack, or sometimes in the past I used to reach out for something out of convenience, but something, sometimes there were foods that did not love my body back, and I would certainly feel it the next day. These beautiful complete powders also have some great nutrition, and they are vegan, and they're full of our nutrition when it comes to our essential proteins, our essential fats, and our essential oils that are really, carbohydrates really, that are important for having optimum health. So that's just a fantastic thing. It has things like broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa, quinoa, millet, my goodness, pomegranate, spirulina, mushroom powder. This is stuff that my little teenage daughter is getting in her breakfast before school every single day. So for me, it's just peace of mind as a mum, knowing that she's getting all the nutrition that she needed, being a fussy eater. So that's really exciting to share the program and our nutrition support. And I'm going to pass that back to Karina, I believe.
Thanks so much, Kathy. Did I unmute? Great. As a mum, I actually was quite skeptical about these products before I got into the business. I've been healthy for a really long time, and I thought, I already eat healthy. I don't really think, because I'm very focused and have been around eating lots of fresh fruit and veggies every single day for over 15 years. And health is really important to me. And I have to say, I was so surprised at what I noticed happened for me physically, as well as, what I noticed with the kids. So for me personally, as a woman, I actually found that my hormones stabilized. I've had challenges with heavy cycles post-kids for many years. And so I would have a lot of discomfort every time I had my cycle. And also emotionally, I would find that I would be really affected by the changes in my hormones. So since being on the product, it took a few months for me to notice this, but I think it's because I started from a really healthy base. I've noticed that my moods are more stable, my symptoms are less, my pain is less each month, which for me as a woman is a big game changer. So that's the biggest one that I noticed for me individually. Sorry about my kids in the background. They're not really sounding like they're going to sleep just yet. And then what I notice as a mum is, again, two things. I'm always looking for good quality nutrition. And so my kids are really active in the afternoons post school, and they have lots of activities, which I love saying yes to, but I want to know that they have the right fuel to keep going, because they've just been at school for 6 hours of the day, sometimes 7. And so for me, these shakes are my favorite thing to give them in the afternoon, because if they're about to go, my son, 2 boys are about to go play soccer for an hour to an hour and a half, I want to know they have a quality protein and quality nutrition in there. So it's great for them. I give that to them most afternoons. So it's quick, it's easy, it's efficient, but I know it's good for them. And then the other thing that I also noticed for them is that they had athlete's foot. We go to the public pool and have swimming lessons all the time. And we had used topical creams, everything you can find at the chemist, because none of the natural stuff had worked. And within a month of taking the Juice Plus, all the athlete's foot disappeared. And that was the only change that we'd made in their diet. And so to me, it's like, wow, those are the things that I can see externally has made a difference in their life and my life physically. But I also know that there's lots of cool stuff happening on physically in my body that I can't see. So that's what I noticed taking the product. With that, let's see, we have, who's next? Adam's up.
Hey. You forgot about me. How'd you forget about me? Damn. Well, good to see you guys, and super excited to be on tonight. Big congratulations for Ida for launching. I know we're going to have you share very soon, but we're going to segue a little bit into the business behind Juice Plus. I think the one thing I'll just say about the product is, if there was one thing that could happen out of getting on and checking out tonight, it's probably the worst thing that could happen, is that you looked at taking your health to the next level and you gave the Juicy Body Transformation Program and the products a go, because they're certainly making a big difference. And if I'm honest, when it came to the product, you know, I'm married to the girl who wrote this program, the girl from MasterChef. I thought that I was eating really well, and why did I need Juice Plus? But it wasn't until I started taking it and I took it consistently every day that I noticed results that I probably wasn't expecting. I always had loads of joint pain, but within about a month, all my joint inflammation went away. And there's scientific research that supports that Juice Plus reduces systemic inflammation in the body. So if you've got anything like that, you know anyone like that, then certainly share. But I'm going to share a little bit about the business. I'll be honest with you guys. When I came across this business, I was very resistant and skeptical. But I want to kind of give you guys a little bit of an education around this business opposed to traditional business. If you guys think about most traditional businesses, they look like this. At the top of any big corporation or company, we have a CEO. Below that, we have a board of directors and state managers and area managers. And if you think about Coles or Woolworths, most of us Aussies know those sort of companies. You have the store managers, section managers, and then down below, you have the people on the checkouts. Now, you only have to go into one of these sort of operations these days, and you can see that these positions below are not safe anymore, is that they are certainly being wiped out by technology. And we all know, whether you've been involved or know someone, that small changes in big companies, excuse me, can wipe out thousands of jobs overnight. And certainly, you know, what I know is that putting financial responsibility into your hands rather than someone else's hands is certainly something that is important for each and every one of us, whether it's something as a little plan B, which this has the ability to be, pardon the pun, or you're looking for plan A. For me, certainly when I came into this, I was certainly looking for that. I think if you're in this sort of organization also, and you thought, well, being safe, I might work myself up through the runs, maybe that'll keep me a little bit safer. But if anyone's worked themselves up through the corporate ladders, it's cutthroat, it's competitive. The people that you thought were your mates often become your enemies because you guys are competing for positions, you're competing for raises, that sort of thing. And to be honest, if you get to here, the company pretty much owns you. We all know that. You're working long hours, loads of responsibility, and what you're getting paid for that doesn't really weigh up. For me, I decided to own my own little pyramid here, and I decided to own my own traditional business. And so I worked in this traditional business for over a dozen years, working 60, 70 hours a week. All these people down here, you know, let's face it, I had to make the tough decisions, but most of the money that I made went back into this, and I didn't get to keep much of it at the end of the day. Anyone that's owned their own traditional business that will resonate with them a little bit. The thing that I love about the Juice Plus company is that it looks more like this. We all start out in the same position. Doesn't matter what qualifications are, who you are, we start out in the same position, and that's what we call virtual franchisee. The cool thing is that we have positions that we can work ourselves up through and achieve along the journey. But the great thing is that you go at your pace. If you're somebody that just wants to get a little way up and you want to turn this into a $500 to $1,000 a month, then we love you that way. If you're someone that likes the idea of creating a decent part-time income, a $2,000 to $4,000, then there's certainly a plan for that. Or if you're someone that wants to go all the way, you want to create a full-time income and even bigger and better things, then you can do that. And in our business, we call that National Marketing Director. The great thing that I love about National Marketing Director, to get there, you actually can't get there without helping other people be successful. It's about raising everyone up. In this model, let's face it, it's about beat everyone else. It's about competing and jumping over each other. You know, people are going to help you to a certain degree until you become a threat to their position. I love that there is no scarcity in our model because everyone's helping one another, and we all know that we can get there. The other thing that I love about this, or the thing that kind of probably held me back in the beginning, is that I thought to be successful at this is that I needed to know loads of people, and I had to hunt down all my friends to be successful. And I don't know, but being cool is pretty important to me. So I thought to myself, if I have to go around and hunt down my friends to make money, I don't like money that much. But what I realized very quickly is that I didn't need to know many people to become successful at this. And most of the people that I actually shared this with were people that I didn't know before this. You guys think about that. Our business has two sides. One side of our business is that we get to help people with health. So that's obviously sharing the program, sharing the product. And I think we all know people around us, whether we know them directly or indirectly, that want to take their health to the next level. The other side of our business is that we get to help people that are looking for a way to generate an extra stream of income, whether they're person A, B, or C. Like I said, there's lots of reasons why people are looking for an extra income. For me, when I first started, in my first month or so, I certainly came across and shared this with 2 or 3 people. One of those people was Lauren. I want to share with you guys how you don't need to know many people to be successful. Lauren had a girlfriend. Her name was Kirsten. Kirsten was a stay-at-home mum. She was about to have her second baby. They couldn't afford to be one income, right? One income, but she didn't want to go back to work. So Lauren reached out to her, asked if she'd found a solution. She didn't. So Lauren just taught her exactly what I taught her. She loved the idea of it. I taught Lauren. Lauren taught Kirsten. Kirsten's mum, Rhonda, actually got amazing results with the program, wanted to share it with people around her. So Kirsten taught her mum how to share that. And then Rhonda had a girlfriend that wanted similar things, and she taught her. Now, the only person that I actually knew was Lauren. Soon I knew all these guys. And over time, you guys can see how something like this starts to grow. More and more people have come to me because they've seen my life change. They've seen I've been able to fortunately replace my full-time income. And this thing has the ability to grow with or without you over time. Very different to my traditional business, or when I work for somebody, if I don't turn up, often we don't get paid. The great thing about this business is that over time it has the ability to grow with or without you. And there's not many businesses that have the ability to do that without stress and anxiety hanging over your head and lots of liability. And that's what certainly got me very excited about this business. So I think we're going to get Ida to share maybe what she's excited about. Super excited about you launching, Ida, but love for you to share, how did the Juice Plus business come into your life, and what is it about this business that gets you excited?
Sure. Okay. I'm not on mute.
We got you.
You got me? Cool. Hey guys. So I came across the Juice Plus product via word of mouth. So I heard such positive feedback on the product and the business, and I was keen to learn more. So I did some research and then connected with Karina. And what I loved most about the product, that it was a family-friendly program that was all about creating a healthy lifestyle with whole food nutrition, you know, with this amazing product that was designed to bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And it made me realize that with two young kids, a 3.5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and working full-time, I literally just landed a couple of hours ago from the airport, I wasn't getting my daily quota of fruit and veg. You know, I thought I was healthy and I made healthy choices when I was buying food, but I wasn't meeting my daily requirements. So I thought, well, hey, why not? You know, what have I got to lose? You know, I'm going to try this product. And after the first week, my energy levels were insane. You know, I just noticed that, yeah, I was like a Energizer bunny, but maybe just not as crazy. So yeah, it was just insane. And so from that first week, I really took note of how my body responded. And what I noticed was that I was functioning better on broken sleep, you know, with 2 little ones. There's no full night's sleep over here. My mental clarity had improved. There was no brain fog in the morning. I was feeling healthier. I was feeling stronger, and I guess as a byproduct of that at the gym, I was challenging myself. So I'd lost weight as well. And yeah, just overall feeling really great. And it was like I just found these magic pills, you know. So, you know, I'm just super excited about sharing my experience with the product and the business. And I'm passionate about health. And, you know, if I can help others feel healthy and energized like I do, you know, it'll be amazing.
Awesome. Back to you, Karina. Are we going to go back to you, or are you going to pass it over to maybe Scotty? Scott?
Hey guys, how you doing? I am Karina's husband, and I like money. That's good. So I love all the health stories. I love that little monkey here. Out of here. Go. Skedaddle. That's a 4-year-old who won't go to bed. I love all the health stories. I've been healthy and fit since I was probably 20 years old. Was obligatory vegan for 10 years. Was an obligatory raw foodist for 10 years. Been an athlete for years. Owned and operated vegetarian restaurant. So I love health. And I love being healthy. And I love the JBT program. I love all the things it teaches about just good common sense, whole real food, back to basics, families, children's. Look, you can't argue with the science. You can't argue with the logic if you have to supplement in the 21st century. And so your only questions are, is it going to be synthetic or is it going to be natural? You can have synthetic, multivitamins, multiminerals, none of which is absorbed, or you can have natural. Just seems obvious to me. Fruits and vegetables makes more sense. But on top of that, I like more money. I'm in traditional business. Some of you here have got jobs. Some of you have been in business like Adam has been. And even if you're good at your business, the reality is most Australians don't have a business. What they have is a job. And as Adam said, whilst they have a business, Adam had gyms, I've got an education business. The reality is, if Adam wasn't at the gym helping people lift weights, and if I'm not at my education business educating people, we don't get paid. And so I want to chat about the money if I can. And what we love about this business is that there are 3 different ways to get paid. And the first kind is pretty simple. It's just good old-fashioned retail profits. As Adam said, there's 2 ways to build this business. The first is to share enthusiastically what the program's done to you, what's done to your family. And so we just share the product, we share the program with people, and the company does all the rest. They do drop shipping and auto ordering and packaging and warehousing and all that kind of crazy stuff. And in return for that, in return for connecting excitedly clients with the company, we get a retail profit for that, which is kind of fun, and certainly that's a fun thing. The second way we get paid is we get paid a thing called a percentage commission, and really that's the residual income, that's the recurring income. And long story short, it just means as your business grows, as you introduce more people to the business and the program. As Adam says, doesn't have to be a lot of people. Sometimes just has to be a few, and they know some and they know some. You build up what we call a recurring and residual income. Now, as a man who's in business, my two favourite words used to be tax-free. They're no longer tax-free. My favourite words are residual and recurring, and that means this is the beach money. That's the money that goes on and on and on. As Adam says, eventually this business can grow by itself and get so big that it repeats and recurs and continues to pay you again and again and again. And there are some numbers that are attached to that that are pretty exciting. Then the third way we get paid is kind of a thing called bonuses. And as Adam mentioned, there's lots of different levels in this business. We all start out down here. Long story short, you don't know what it means, but as you climb each level, there's a bit of excitement, there's a bit of competition, there's a bit of encouragement. It says, well, if you get to this level of certain speed, and you get to that level of certain speed, or you get to that level of certain speed, there is some fun bonus money along the way. And I know what fun means to you. The beginning fun starts out to be, $100. If you do a certain couple of things in 10 days, you get $100. It's kind of like pays for a nice meal, pays for a couple of tickets at gold class movies, might buy you 2 tickets to the footy. It's kind of a fun $100. But what can happen is the bonuses can get as big as $1,000. And in fact, some of the bonuses are $10,000 for doing some stuff pretty cool. Now, I'm in business. Lots of folks who have been in business. There's not a lot of bonus money happening in businesses around the country right now. But really the one we're looking for, if you like short-term cash, you want short-term cash, that's what you're looking for. Certainly retail profit, introducing people to the business as customers is kind of a great thing to do. If you're looking for long-term security and long-term residual, repeating, recurring income, there's just no question. You want to build this so it spins you off a residual and recurring income, which is that percentage commission you get paid by the company for enthusiastically, continually inviting and sharing the JBT program with our friends and family. With that, we're going to go to my good friend Jess and share a business story. I know she's a traditional business owner, and without stealing her thunder, I'm sure she's going to be excited about what this business has brought to her life. Jess?
I certainly am. Thank you, Scotty. Scott was actually the person who introduced this business to me, and I honestly did not believe any of it to begin with. It wasn't until I started hearing other people, specifically other women's stories, that it started to become a little more real. So for me, my husband and I, at the time when this was introduced to us, and we still do run a successful personal growth seminar business. Now, the parts I don't like about my seminar business is the fact that I'm on the road all the time. And this sounds glamorous, but it's not when you see the inside of a car, the inside of a plane, and the inside of a hotel room, and it really doesn't matter what city you're in because you don't get to see any of it. But not only that, if you've ever owned a traditional business, you know that there's no support line. There's no one to call up. There's no one that's going to help you out. There's no proven system. You need to do all that yourself by trial and error. What I do love about our traditional business is being able to help people. But with seminars, people come in and then they go. And that's it. You only get to help them for that short amount of time. So with this business, it blew me away with the fact that you get to link arms with people and really make a long-term difference because you get to build your businesses together. A part of building this business is not just the income, which we can all use. I'm sure no one here is going, oh, no more money for me. If you are, send it our way. We'll take it. But it just means that you can help more people and gain more money and actually build lifestyles together. One of my favorite parts are the messages and the notes that I get from women that I get to work with saying that they can now afford for their daughter to go have braces, or afford to take their mum on their first holiday ever, or afford to even just look after themselves. I came from a childhood where we never got to go on holidays because my mum and my stepfather were working so hard just to pay bills. And there is no way that I want to be that mum, but I also wanted to help as many other people as possible get ahead. And this makes that real. And I get to do it from home in my pajamas or sitting on the beach in Bali, wherever I want, just not inside of a hotel room. So it really made a lot of sense to me, especially when I've been told many a times in many financial seminars that you want to have more than just plan A. You do want to have plan B as well. So after all that, it made so much sense. And now I get to help people whilst being able to reduce the amount of seminars we do, which is freaking awesome, make a bigger impact on people, which I am absolutely loving. And in the future, one day I'll be able to still make an impact and be a stay-at-home mum. I can't really see the fault. Oh, by the way, I get all the support from all these incredible people, and there's a support line that I can actually call. Like, winning. So who are we passing over to now? Back to you, Adam.
Actually, I think
Karina and Scotty.
thanks, Jess. Look, we love the heart that you bring to this, and certainly it's true. A life worth living is a life of giving, contribution, and sharing with other people. The chance to impact other people's lives is a beautiful and blessed opportunity. So, here's what I'd say: if you're watching this live right now and you're a guest, or if you're watching this and it's recorded, either way, if there's anything that everybody has said tonight, in any way, shape or form, whether it's about the business, whether it's about health and supporting your families, or whether it's about being able to contribute to other people and maybe create a bit of space, whether that's $500 or $1,000 a week is a bit of a stopgap measure, or whether it's a bit of a big plan A, as it was for Adam, and they've created a huge, phenomenal multi 6 and actually 7-figure business. If it was anything that speaks to you, I would just say get in contact with the person who sent this to you and say, hey, what do I do? Let's have a chat. How do I get started? And how do I investigate if this is the right fit for me? And whoever sent you this video will delightedly help you and support you. As everybody mentioned, there's lots of support. And if it's not for you, if you've got something better, let me know, because I don't know anything out there that competes with this journey. So with that, congratulations.
Congratulations, Ida, on your launch. Woohoo! Excited for what this journey is going to be for you. And thank you to everyone, and get your questions answered. Rather than sit on the fence and wait, get them answered. We'd love to see you. Bye for now. Thanks, everyone.